Hello my loving friends, welcome to today's video. Today I'll be teaching you how to cut simple pencil short gown. Very pencil. Alright, now I'll be needing my shoulder, my bust measurements, my under bust, my waistline and my hip line. Of course the full length. Like I said, I'm making it short gown. Alright, now I'll take my tape like this from the upper side here. I take my um my chest line. My chest line is 8 inches, and after that I take my under bust. My under bust is 13 inches, and from there I take my waistline. My waistline is 20 inches. Oh, now you know where the waistline is where where your navel is. That is what they call waistline. All right, from this waistline I measure my hip line. I measure 9 inches. This 9 inches is mostly everyone. From waist you measure 9 inches to get my waistline. Of course, from there I take straight to my full length. So this is my full length. So I'll be placing the measurement now. From my shoulder is 15 inches. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 inches. So but I make it 8 inches. I make it 8 inches. My shoulder, from here to here is my shoulder, and this is my armhole. Now for this my armhole, for me to get very nice curve, I'm going to divide my armhole into two. Whatever I get from shoulder, that is what I use for my armhole. Now my armhole is 8 inches. I divided the 8 inches into two. It's 4. From this 4, that is where I will take my curve, just for it to be very easy for you. If you have French curve, you can use it to curve it. So I've curved it from this 4 that I divided round to my bust side. Now I come to my waist, my under bust. My under bust here is, I divide my measurement into 4. Whatever you have, divide it into 4. Now I divide my under bust is my round under bust is 28. I divide 28 into 2. It gives me 7.5. Now this is my 7.5 there. I'll add my sewing allowance, my dart allowance. My dart allowance is 1 inches plus my sewing allowance, that is 3 inches. Just add enough allowance. After finish sewing it, you can trim it. You can trim the excess. Alright. Now I come to my waist side. This is my waist side. Like I said, my waist divided by 4. Whatever I give you is your right measurement. And this one now is a 7.5 inches. I measure it plus my sewing allowance, both the dart allowance and my main sewing allowance. My dart allowance there is 1 inches plus my sewing allowance, that is 3 inches. Alright, now I come to my hip side here. My hip here is 9 inches. Like I said, divide whatever you have into 4. Now my round hip measurement is 9 inches. Of course, I'm adding my dart allowance. My dart allowance is 1 inches, but my sewing allowance is 3 inches. All total of it is add it together is 3 inches. Sorry for that. 3 inches. This is my 3 inches here. Now I'm going to remove my pencil. This is where the work is. Like I said, depends how pencil you want your gown to be. If you want it to be very pencil, now you come to this damp part here. Remember, in this in case if you are not using lining to turn from the damp part, if you are folding it from the damp part, take this place, because when you fold it, or you can fold it first and take this your measurement, just for that curve to come from that damp part. You can fold it, or if you cannot fold it, you can just leave it like this. Like I said, whatever you have for this place, this 9 inches here, this is my main measurement. Why this one is just the allowance? This is the main measurement. This is the 9. If you want it to be very pencil, very pencil, you minus 2 inches. 2 inches, 1.5. But if you want it to be normal, you don't want to be too pencil, minus 1 inches. So for this one now, I want it to be pencil, right? I'm minusing 1.5. Now instead of taking 9 inches from this down part here, instead of taking 9 inches from this down part here, because I've minus 1.5, what remains there is a 7.5. I hope you understand it. Please, if you have any question on this particular work, just drop your message on the comment board. I will reply you back. All right. Now I hope you understand this particular side. Depends how pencil you want it to be. So I want this my work to be very pencil. So what I have, whatever I have for this, I have from this my whatever I have for my hip, minus it, minus half inch, 1.5 or 2 inches, you know, to get your pencil very pencil. Now after minusing 1.5 from 9, it remains 7.5. So 7.5 is my pencil down part. All right. Now remember I said on this hip side I added the 3 inches, the sewing allowance and the that allowance. So that same 3 inches I added there, that is what I will add for this down part here. I hope you see what I'm doing. So I add 3 inches there. So for there I'm going to be connecting everything together. I've already connected, but I will show you how I connect it. From here I start connecting it. I use my French curve to do the connecting. Now I start connecting from my armhole. I take my French curve like this for this side. If you have yours there, take it like this. This French curve will give you a nice shape, right? I take it like this. Like I said, I'll be teaching it step by step, and I take it like this again. See, I come to this side again before the hip, and I place my hip curve like that. I take it like that, and I come to this hip side here. You see my hip side. I turn my hip curve like this. Remember, that is how shape is. From there I place this on this side here, on this my allowance here. Make sure that this curve, it touches this place together to avoid sharpness on it. So I take it all the way to where I want it to be. After that, I can now use my hand to, you know, to smooth it very well, to get to where my allowance is. Now I come to my the neckline. Standard neckline for round neck. I'm making round neck for this work. For normal as a standard neckline is 3.5. If you're making round neck, it's 3.5 for all round neck. 3.5. The depth is 4 inches. You can make it 4 inches. You can make it 4.5 for standard round neck. Now I make it corner like this. I make it 4 corner like this. Now I take my tape, and from this corner here, see what I'm doing? I'll measure 1 inches up, so that I can curve my curve very well. So from there, I curve from this line of up to meet with the one. I curve it here to give me my round neck. Now the back part, I don't want it to come down like this front part. I want it to come up, to go up. I measure 2 inches. Now I curve from my up here to meet with the back side. Now this one is, remember, okay, I fold this dress front and back. This is the back part and this is the front part. For this back part, I'll be attaching zip on this particular place. Please, after that, make a straight line for it, for you to know that this is your zip side. So I'm going to be cutting it now. All right, I've cut it. I've cut the next part. I've cut it off to the down part. Please, after you finish cut it, notch the marking side, notch from the underbust, the waist and the hip line. Why this notch? Because when joining it, you know where the hips is, the waist and the underbust. And please, if you are sewing your dressing, don't take any measurement again from this underbust. It's when you are cutting it, you will take measurement from underbust. So when you are sewing it, where you'll be taking measurement is from your bust, your waist, your hip, of course, the length side. And from this neck side, if you are using piping, you are piping the neck. You pipe the neck and the back neck, the front neck, and use it to turn it together. Fix your sleeve, and take your shape down, and that is all. So and for this zip side, make sure to notch this zip so that you know where you will fix your zip. So thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for taking your time to watch my video. God bless you as you do so. Please if you have not subscribed before watching my video, do well to help me subscribe on this my channel, like my video and share my video. Please support me on this channel. Thank you so much. Bye.